Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house. But sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history. Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that,
gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Defense looks like they're coming. They want to just keep throwing it. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're bringing heat. Grab near the marker is Harris. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Rebels have this offense rolling. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Ole Miss 0.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the Rebels have a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. On the run, it's Parrish. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go 4 wide. Twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Never a doubt. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't...
The expressway is wide open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. Makes the catch and knocked down. I like this taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an intercept.
Picked off. Trying to take it back. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The sure hands, it's Loveland. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking pulling some punches. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's got his man. Touchdown, Michigan! Reeled it in and just made the house call. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clock sits at 13 seconds to play in the first half. They'll have to be very efficient as they take over 1st and 10. Now adjusting. He'll fire to his right. Oh, picked off. Still running at the 40. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more snap coming before halftime. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Caught behind the line. It's Parrish. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking to pass. It's Dart. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Harris. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On 3rd down, going up top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is just the play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your...
He unleashes a long one. And it's caught inside the 30. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't... Touchdown, Wolverine! This is like a baseball pitcher they can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Davis. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man, it's Harris. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Dart. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll try to do it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Makes the grab. It's Lee. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Feeling some heat. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Coming after it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here?
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to.
Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves by so much here in the 4th.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Now the play fake. Into the end zone. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Orji. Time to take a shot. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with a win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward,